Hey everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. In this video, I'm going to be discussing 5 Gruul commanders that are fun to play and can be purchased and built on a budget. Gruul is the combination of the colors red and green. Common themes for Gruul include creatures with high power to toughness ratio, quickly ramping into large and aggressive creatures, trample effects and burn effects. All of these combined create an absolute manic and aggressive playstyle. If you like the sound of this, then check out the commanders I've listed in this video. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So, without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Number 1. Raggadragga, Goreguts boss. A legendary human boar creature that costs 1 green, 1 red, and 2 generic mana to cast. It has 4 power and 4 toughness and says the following. Each creature you control with a mana ability gets +2/+2. Whenever a creature you control with a mana ability attacks, untap it. Whenever you cast a spell, if at least 7 mana was spent to cast it, untap target creature. It gets +7/+7 and gains trample until the end of turn. With a name like Goreguts, you just know this commander is going to be explosive. This commander excels at pumping up your little mana dorks into larger threats and being able to attack and then untap them to use the mana dork again to generate mana to cast another creature spell and keep this cycle going. We also have that super explosive effect of being able to pump up a target creature by +7/+7 and giving it trample. +7/+7 is no joke, it's a huge number to buff a creature up with. Lovely jubbly. You can buy this commander for around 45 cents. Number 2. Rurik Far, the Unbowed. A legendary ogre warrior creature that costs 1 green, 1 red, and 4 generic mana to cast. It has 6 power and 6 toughness and says the following. Vigilance, reach. Rurik Far, the Unbowed, attacks each combat if able. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, Rurik Far deals 6 damage to that player. Gosh, Rurik Far is an absolute beast and totally budget friendly. I've seen multiple decks online on a very budget form, and I've even seen a few cEDH decks online built on a budget with Rurik Far, and believe me, they do really well. Rurik Far still slaps hard even when he's built on a budget. Punishing every non-creature spell cast with 6 life is massive. Absolutely massive, especially with how many non-creature spells are being cast during a game of Commander. I mean, go ahead and count next time you play a game, you'll be shocked. The idea is we only want to be casting creature spells in a Rurik Far deck. Maybe the odd few non-creature spells. You know, big creature spells, big ones with haste and trample. Just keep attacking and attacking our opponents and dealing damage with the trample and haste. And then Rurik Far will be burning our opponent's life totals down as well with his effects. A very, very powerful commander indeed. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 3. Wulfgar of Icewind Dale. A legendary human barbarian creature that costs 1 green, 1 red, and 3 generic mana to cast. He has 4 power and 4 toughness and says the following. Melee. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets +1/+1 until the end of turn for each opponent you attacked this combat. If a creature you control attacking causes the triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Wulfgar is a fun commander indeed. Being able to double up all of our triggered attacked abilities can get pretty wild. His ability makes some interesting and unique deck building decisions, which is always a healthy and fun mechanic for Magic the Gathering in general. The emphasis on attacking makes his commander perfect for any aggro decks. Wulfgar offers some spicy combat, and you can buy this commander for around $1. Number 4. Hallar, Firefletcher. A legendary elf archer creature that costs 1 red, 1 green, and 1 generic mana to cast. Hala has 3 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Trample. Whenever you cast a spell, if that spell was kicked, put a +1/+1 counter on Hallar, the Firefletcher. Then Hallar deals damage equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on it to each opponent. Are you looking for a super unique commander that can deal damage to each opponent at a time? Then Hallar is perfect for you. Kicker is an absolutely awesome mechanic, and it's something we rarely see in Commander. And an actual whole deck that runs kicker spells? Super rare. In fact, I've never seen a deck like that. I don't know anyone who plays a Hallar deck, I've only ever seen it online to be honest. Hallar fulfills this role perfectly, highly rewarding us for each kicker spell we cast. What makes Hallar even more interesting is how fast and large this creature can grow and how much damage its triggered ability can cause as the game rolls on. You can also do some cool little tricks, like find ways to give +1/+1 counters to Hallar by other means without kicker spells, and then when you next cast the kicker spell you can like just totally pop off. You can buy this commander for around 35 cents. Number 5, the final card on my list. Tovolar, Dire Overlord. Strap on folks, this commander has 2 sides, so quite a bit of card text here. Okay, let's go. So Tovolar is a legendary human werewolf creature that costs 1 green, 1 red and 1 generic mana to cast. He has 3 power and 3 toughness and is a human form, says the following. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to player, draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. Daybound. His flip side, full werewolf form, says the following. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Very nice. For X, 1 red, 1 green, target wolf or werewolf you control gets +X/+0 and gains trample until the end of turn. Nightbound. The legendary werewolf creature many were waiting for. Tavola finally opened the gates for those wolf-loving commander players to finally have a versatile and powerful commander to run the helm of their werewolf decks. Having access to card draw in Gruul on our commander is already pretty enough to make Tovolar pretty amazing, in my opinion. But his flip side is just wonderfully aggressive, making our wolf and werewolves massive, scary threats. You gotta love this furry boy. You can buy this commander for around 80 cents. Okie dokie, that is the end of my list. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you kindly drop a like and subscribe to the channel? I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. It's a huge goal of mine and making that milestone would be amazing. I would love to know if you have any fun and budget-friendly Gruul commander recommendations. If you do, please share them in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and answer back to as many of the comments as I can. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.